Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Prizepicks video. This one we're talking about the WNBA. We're going to get more into this and MLB, as the NBA games have 2 games of refs in between them, and we'll be done here in 2 or 3 weeks. So we have 5 picks in this video to get into. Stay tuned to hear all 5 of the picks. If you guys want more picks on all sports and WNBA, definitely check out the private Discord over here. We have 5+ cappers giving out picks. I'm just one of them. I do give out WNBA picks in addition to all sports. You can see a big hit over here, WNBA plus NHL combination I put out in the private channel. Another WNBA slip hit right here, plus another NBA one. Volo, another one of our cappers, hit an MLB 3-pick slip here, followed by another 3-pick WNBA slip. There have been tons of big wins over in the Discord all sports. You can see PGA, another one of our cappers, giving out winning picks over there. A massive pick from a private Discord member. 6-pick slip hit, so definitely consider checking it out if you guys do want more picks from me plus 5+ other cappers in all sports over there. Let's get into this video. We have 3 games on the day, couple high scoring ones expected here and a lower scoring one in this one, especially for the Mystics. So with that in mind, first pick I'm going to go to here is going to be Ariel Adkins. On that lower scoring game, Washington, they're expected to score around 70 points, which is not a ton. I'm going to go to the under here on her rebounds plus assists. I don't think she's going to have too many assist opportunities. A tough team to rebound against as well in Connecticut, so I'm going to go to the under on Ariel Atkins here for that combination. A tool that I use every single day for player props is Outlier. It's a great tool. They have a 7-day free trial if you want to check it out. That link will be down below. You can see right here, Connecticut rebounds plus assist defense, top in the league, allowing the least rebounds and assists per game. Atkins on the season so far has gone over this in half of her games. Only had 2 rebounds in the first game against Connecticut though. Also last season when she was playing around 26 minutes per game, now it's up to 32 per game. But still, she was only hitting this in 24% of her games last season. We've also seen this season that in some blowout games, which this one is expected to possibly be a blowout game with a 12.5 point spread, her minutes are down. So in the last 2 or 3 games, they've had a couple blowouts for Washington here, who has yet to win a game. In this one, they lost by just 11, but her minutes were actually a little limited here to 32 after seeing, 35, 34, 33, 34 in some games this year. And then 2 games before that where they absolutely got blown out by 32. She only played 25 minutes. I think a blowout here could be live, and she could be seeing lower 30 minutes to even under 30 in a blowout situation as well. So for all those reasons, going to go to the under on Adkins here of her rebounds plus assists. For the next one, we're going to go to Diana Taurasi over on her PRA. It's been a slow start for Taurasi. As far as assists, everything else has been in line. She's actually averaging a good amount of points and rebounds this season, but I think her assists are going to start to pick up as well. So liking this PRA against Seattle. It's supposed to be a high-scoring game. I think that Taurasi is going to help keep them in this one, so going to go to her. If we look at her on the season, she's already gone over this one 5 of 9 games, coming off a massive game with 31 points in the last one, so got there just with the points, but on the season, averaging just over an assist per game after averaging close to 5 last season. So we don't have a straight assist prop up for her, but if we look at her line for just points plus rebounds, it's 19.5, and her PRA is 20.5. So she just needs 1 assist here to cover it. I think she's definitely going to be in line here for 2, 3, maybe even 4 assists in this higher scoring game that we're expecting here. I think she's going to keep them in it and have a nice assist game to go with the points and rebounds that have been there all season and last year. Last year, this 20.5 PRA, she's hit 69% of games. So basically 70%, 7 of 10 games she was hitting this one, and I think she's going to be in a good spot here to hit it. So I'm going to go to her on the over. For the next one, I'm going to come over to OddsJam. If you haven't tried out this tool, they do have a free trial as well that I'll link down below. If you use that link, you get a 7-day free trial here. Basically how it works is they take lines from Prizepicks, Underdogs, those kind of sites, compare them to other sports books. So one of their top picks here, it's going to be Breanna Stewart over 20 points. FanDuel has this one 20.5. So does Fliff. It's minus 130 over there to go over, minus 120 on FanDuel to go over. So they're really liking this one over at 20.5. We're getting this one at 20 here. I usually don't go to these straight bets that have a chance to push here like at 20, but This one I'm really liking. You can see on game day, like for MLB, they have multiple lines up. Like for MLB, they have 5 different sportsbooks to compare it to. Tomorrow, I'm sure the DraftKings will have some lines up in addition to some other sites, but still liking this one for Breanna Stewart here. Definitely a good tool to get some of the best value that they have out there. So we're going to add in Breanna Stewart here. And that's really what sports betting is all about, is finding the top value pick, the best lines, arbitrage betting, things like that. So we could see over 20 points, Breanna Stewart, on 19.5 here, just so we can take out the pushes. Slow start to the season. She's only hit this in 3 of 9 games. They're expected to score a lot of points in this one. I think that she's going to have a nice game here against Chicago, who's been really chippy as of late, obviously. I think it could be a tougher game for Sabrina Ionescu and a big Breanna Stewart game. So we're going to go to her on the points. Last year, she was hitting this at a really nice rate at 61% of games. This year, slow start. I think she's going to pick it up in this one and have a really solid game. So going to go to her on the over. And then like we just talked about for Ionescu, we're going to take the under on her points at 18.5. Hey, going under on her because I do like her as a player. But 18.5, pretty high line for a player that has averaged around 17 points per game in the last 3 seasons. And I do think this is a tough matchup for her. She could be seeing some of that Kennedy Carter defense, which has been pretty tough, obviously, that Caitlin Clark had witnessed there. So for her, we're going to go to the under. On the season, she's only hit this over 4 of 9 games. Last year, she only hit 19 or more points in 34% of games. So about a third of the games she was going over on that. So while she is a great player, she's not as high volume of a scorer as some of these other WNBA players where she's scoring 20 points every night. It's actually fairly rare for her to score 20 points or more. So for her to get 19, definitely a rare occurrence. I think it's going to be a tougher game for her, a big Breanna Stewart game who gets back on track here. So I'm going to go to that for a little stack of the Liberty there. Then we're going to go to Seattle here, and Nneka here, over on her points at 18.5. I think that she's going to be in for a big game. She's a big-time scorer here, and a lot of people are liking Jewel Lloyd this year because she had that really early game with like 30-something points, but I think still she's going to be the go-to scorer for this team and have a big one in this one that's supposed to be a pretty high-scoring game as well. If we look at her on the season, she's already hit this over in 4 of 6 games. Didn't hit it in the last 2 games, but last year she hit this 64% of the time and was a huge scorer. Phoenix 11th in the league in giving points up. Almost 85 points a game they give up. So going to go to her on the over. Really liking this one. I think she's going to be in for a bounce back, as we saw her not hit this in the last 2 after having some really nice games in the first 4 games. And obviously in this last one, they are coming off a massive blowout against Indiana. This one's supposed to be closer. She should be more in the scoring mode for this one in a closer game where she's going to play bigger minutes. So liking her a lot to go over in this. I'm just one capper over in Dynamo though. I'm going to give out more picks in the private Discord, WNBA, NBA, MLB. It's all sports over here. You guys saw some big wins from me plus other cappers in the private Discord. So definitely get over here, check it out for picks on all sports every single day in the private Discord. We had some huge wins over here as of late. It's less than $1 per day to get in here, and we're covering all sports, keeping it going after the NBA season's over. So if you like the video, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you guys in the Discord.